What up, y'all? It is your girl, the B-Room Kilter Shirley. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all doing fine. If perhaps I'm not already your girl, I hope by the end of this video, you liked what you saw so that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified for whenever I upload. So today, what I want to be talking about are my 3 craziest experiences in an Uber. I've taken Uber in different cities, different countries around the world, and by far, my craziest experiences happen to be in, actually, you just take a guess. It's definitely Lagos, Nigeria. Like, I was gonna say Accra, but nothing beats Nigeria. I have 3 experiences that I want to let y'all know about. My first one I titled Balogun Market. I was on my way to Balogun Market because I wanted to quickly get some last minute items for my outfit for my friend's wedding. So I get in the car and the Uber driver asks me, okay, where are we going? I was like, does the map not tell you? Doesn't it not give you directions or whatever? He's like, oh, I won't know until I start the trip. And I was like, well, start the trip. Because what they do is they don't, if it's too far for them, they don't want to take you. And they might say, oh, sorry, I can't go there. And I already know their tricks. So I was like, start the trip. So he started the trip and he was like, Balogun Market, where's that? I was like, are you serious right now? So for reference, right? If you're from New York, I can't use anywhere else. Actually, everybody knows London, right? Yeah, like that's like a cab driver not knowing where Big Ben is in London. And in New York, that's like, I don't know, the Empire State Building. That's like you asking a cab driver to take you to the Empire State Building and they don't know. No. I told this man to take me to Balogun Market. He said he didn't know. And I was like, look, I don't got no time to waste. So I was like, you know what? Can you please just make a right? Now I'm directing him. But just to be sure, because even though I knew where I was going, I also didn't want to get lost because like I was on a time crunch. I said, okay, ask that man over there, please. We asked the man. He gave us directions. We both heard it with our 2 ears. And we going. This man stops on the bridge to ask another person. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Then when I realized that he was supposed to stop again on the bridge, I was like, do not stop again. Let's keep going. I will direct you. So he's directing, I'm directing him. He ain't directing nothing. We're going. And we finally get to Balogun Market. Thank you, Jesus. Because I was tired of being in this man's car. He was telling me, oh, you know, I usually drive in the Ikeja, GRA. So I don't know these areas, blah, blah, blah. So don't pick up Uber riders. If you don't know where you're going, don't pick people up because you wasted my time and my energy. Now, this is where it actually gets crazy. The drop-off point, it says no standing. He sees that it says no standing. I see that it says no standing. But I want to get out of the car. He wants to go pick up other people. So I'm like, you know what? Stop the ride so I could pay you real quick and I'll jump out. I already had an idea of how much it cost. So I just took out that money and I gave it to him and bam, tried to pop out because it was a long line. What's the point of both of us waiting? What's the point of him paying to go park? That's stupid. So I jump out, close the door. Shay B. Okay, that means shouldn't you, well, it doesn't mean shouldn't you, but who cares? Shouldn't he have like locked the doors immediately I got out? So I'm walking and I hear, no, sir, no. And I don't know what made me turn back. Maybe because the voice sounded familiar. And I see that there's somebody in the car with the man. I'm like, is he getting robbed? So I go up like closely to see like what's going on. And it's a tall black man in all black with his hand on top of the driver's hand. And they're both holding the gear. I'm listening. I mean, this is all still within 30 seconds. And he's like, I just jumped her. And I was like, okay, so he's not a thief. So I walk up and I'm like, what are you doing in my car? I don't know this man. He don't know me. Nobody know nobody here. And he looks at me and I'm like, what are you doing in my car? Get out. Get out right now. I don't know you. Get out of my car. Now, mom and dad, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. But look, I just wanted to save this poor guy. Don't ask me where the strength and courage of David came from. I don't know either. So the man is looking at me like, huh? And I made sure to put on my American accent heavy, like New York accent, so that this man would believe it really was my car. I'm like, you still sitting in my car and I don't understand why. You need to get out right now. I think he was about to speak and I was like, eh. And he actually gets out the car, right? And I'm like, nonsense. I kissed and sucked my teeth so hard. As I was walking away, I was like, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. and I was walking quickly to go to the meetup point where I was supposed to meet the vendor at Balogun Market to go get my stuff, because like I know somebody there, and I was like, I just want to quickly get, you know, some stockings, some pantyhose. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah, so that was my first wild experience in an Uber. I don't think it was really that wild. It wasn't that scary, but I mean, I guess if you're scared of touts and thugs who will beat you up and like slap your face and stuff like that, you should not do what I do. Do not actually do that. Don't ask me why I did it. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend anybody do it, but I did do it, and I'm alive to tell the story. Thank God. Okay, number 2, I wrote Fort Driver. Ooh, I know. Why was I confused? So there was a time Booby and I were leaving Get Arena, or is it GET Arena? You know, I still don't know the name of the place, but it's the place where you do the go-karts and all those games and stuff. It's either Get or GET Arena. So I get in the car. I think I left after Boomy. I really don't know. We were just having some Uber drivers in Nigeria are just blessed. I get an Uber. I clearly look American, I guess. Maybe when I said hello to him, also was American, right? So he's going the way the map tells him. Then he's like, oh, you know, it would actually be faster if I take the Lekki Ikoyi bridge. I'm like, whatever, sir, I just want to get home. I'm like, sure, take that way. Then he goes, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy some gas. And I'm like, all right, sir, let's buy some gas. And that took time. Finally, we get to Lekki. Let me just say that something that should have been a 30 to 40 minute ride took 3+ hours. Oh, child. And the reasons why are coming. He goes forward, he goes to the gas station, then he finally drives around to go to the Lekki Ikoyi bridge. Then we get onto, I think, is it Anthony Bridge? I don't know. Some bridge in Lagos. We get on it. Everybody's driving like they have no sense. Everybody's moving mad. Crazy. And then my driver's like just doing stuff, and I'm just like, oh, child, my heart. Because every time he hits the brake, I'm doing a dance. This man, he's like getting really close to cars, and I'm just like, right? But like, you don't really say anything because everybody drives like that in Nigeria, so it's like normal, even though it's not normal. So I'm just like, not until this man hit another car. And I was like, I just closed my eyes. I just closed my eyes because I was like, you don't eat my car, oyinbo rekpete. You don't bash my car, bese rekpete. Child, it's an Uber. I don't got no money to pay this person, and I know this Uber driver don't got no money to pay this person either, because he hit into like a Jeep or something. It was definitely a bigger car than his 4-door that we were in. He gets out, and I'm thinking, okay, he's getting out to check and to, like, you know, apologize for hitting their car. No, you know what this man did, y'all? This man got out and started fighting the other driver. I was like, oh no, I'm in the Twilight Zone. I actually recorded clips because I had recorded it, I think on Snapchat, but I don't even use Snapchat anymore. I was like, y'all not gonna believe what happened to me. I got in a car accident in Lagos. Not only did I get in a car accident, my driver is fighting the other driver, even though we are clearly the ones at fault. He got out, he's like, why did you do that? You made me hit you made me hit your, sir, did you take, I don't know, alcohol? Like, did you drink liquor before you started driving me? Did you smoke shisha? Did you smoke marijuana? I don't know. Did you sniff, or is it snort? I don't know what they do, but did you take hard drugs? He literally was like, you know what you did? You did it on purpose. And I'm like, so now I'm like, oh God, hell nah. So I rolled down the window and I'm like, please no. He's like, no, I got this. I'm like, you got, what the hell you got, sir? You hit that car. You were wrong. So I'm sitting there, he's telling me to chill out. And I'm just like, Snapchat, what can I do? There's nobody that's gonna pick me up on a bridge, on a highway. Like, I'm technically stranded and I gotta go with this fool. He fighting, the other man is coming to fight. And they want to fight each other. And I'm like, I called my friend. But let's be honest, what could my friend possibly do? Like, my friend could not pick me up. Even if my friend picked me up, then that meant that I would have to hop the bridge, like the divider, and then we'd be stuck trying to get back. And so I was stuck in the car with this man. And then the owner of the car finally gets out, and it's this white man. I'm like, excuse me, sir, hi, yeah. So this is an Uber and the meter is running. Do you know exactly what happened? I mean, I knew what happened. And he ignored me. And I was like, oh, no. We're not gonna have a white man come to my father's land and ignore me. Wow. I said, excuse me, did you not hear my question? He's like, I'm sorry. It seems your driver hit my car. And I was like, I'm sorry, yeah, but this is an Uber. Is it really that bad? He wanted to ignore me, and I'm like, oh man, this man about to make me become like this driver. And I'm like, is it really that bad? He was like, oh, it's not really that bad. And I'm like, okay, so can you beg like your driver, please? And this man let them fight a little bit. And then you got Yoruba people, Yoruba older men, of course, it's like, Emma Jao, begging them. And I'm just like, why me, God? 30 minutes. I think it was like 30 minutes of them arguing. And that also shows that like traffic wasn't really moving. I mean, traffic was moving because I saw cars going. Like I looked and I was just like, look at all these cars passing us. Because I entered the car with somebody that takes cocaine. Clearly. Finally, they settled their matter or whatever. Then he goes, sorry about that. Sorry. That man wanted to cheat me. And I'm like, he wanted to cheat? Just get me home. I'm sitting in the car and then my phone vibrates after a bit. He accidentally ended the ride. I peeped one time ago actually and I wasn't gonna say nothing. I already know how much the ride's supposed to cost anyway. So I was like, I'll just give him a little bit over that. And then I guess he realized a lot later than I did. You know what homeboy did? He called his friend. But see, this is exactly why my dad always tells me don't speak Yoruba when I first go out. Because people be trying to play me. He calls his friend like, yeah, Alore. And then the friend was like, oh, I'm actually bye. He was saying basically like, oh, add every single thing you could think. And I was just sitting there like, okay. After I didn't call, well, I can't even call police in Nigeria. But how dare you try to play me? So we get to the destination and then he's like, oh, madam. No, or maybe close to my destination. He's like, oh, madam, it seems like Uber ended the ride. Uber will never end the ride. I know that because my parents and I went from Lagos to the border of Lagos and Ogun State before. The driver stayed in the Uber. We had the meter run the whole time. Uber never cut anything. He accidentally cut it. I don't care. And then I was like, all right, well. And then so when we get to the destination, he's like, oh, so what will you give me? And he's like, you won't even give me more? I said, no. He said, you won't consider me? I said, did you consider me when you were fighting? Sir, I absolutely do not feel bad for you. Not one bit. Especially because you tried to play me. See, that's my thing, right? With people, with foreigners, when they try to play me. I have no problem giving you the money. But when you try to play me, when you try to cheat me, I'm not giving you any money. So anyway, I'm taking my bag or whatever. I'm like, rada. And he's like, you're banning. And I was like, yes, you're banning me. And he's like, I didn't care no more. My ears were blocked with cotton wool. I got out the car, kissing and sucking and all types of things to my teeth. 3 is rammed car into another. Wow, the titles that I have are amazing. Anyway, I know exactly what that was. I was leaving a wedding, going to someone's house to pick something up for my mom to then go back to where I was staying with my cousin. So my friend called the Uber for me. Okay, great. We get in. The guy, I didn't realize that he was like annoyed from the second I got in. Don't really care. You shouldn't be an Uber driver if you don't like people. And I don't like talking to drivers anyway. So I didn't know what his attitude was about because I wasn't trying to have a conversation with him. I get in the car. He's asking me where we're going. I'm like, read the map, yada yada. I should have known from the music he was playing. Like, it was like just rah, like rah music. Like, you know how like British people be like, rah man, rah. No, this was like some rah music. Never mind, Slatan. Just, and it was like also like vulgar, like not like nasty, but it was like it was just so, it was hard. The music was hard, y'all. And I was just coming from a celebration of love. Let's fast forward. This man was the most impatient driver I've ever been with. If a car stops and the light turns, I'm like, bruh, breathe. All of us want to go home, but the light just changed. And like, literally, he'll look in his mirror, right? He goes, seems you want to be unfortunate in life. Like to the driver behind us, you want to be unfortunate, right? You don't, it seems you don't want to be great. And I'm just like, Olokpa, it won't take pay. Why are you cursing at this person? Sir, be kind. Now this is the part, right? Because not my story time's about to be over. This is the part where we get behind a car and there's a turn, and it's a no stopping type of turn, right? There's no light there. If you are there, just turn. And the car was there. I mean, this happens all the time. And like, you know, there are times where like, you know, we would blow the horn too, but if the person doesn't go, then I'm like, oh damn, they don't go. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't kill a person, right? You just gotta wait till the light goes. You know what my driver did, y'all? He started ramming his car into the car in front of us. I literally sat like this. I was just like, I mean, I know that a good majority of Nigerian drivers are abnormal. But this, I've never seen this. Because you don't want to be successful in life, Abby. You don't want to be successful. I'm like, oh Jesus. Oh Lord. Is this how my life is gonna end? Because I was thinking to myself, if this guy in the front got a gun, I mean, this is not America, but if he got a gun, he could come out and shoot us and not know. I don't know this man from nowhere. He was pushing this guy. Stupid man, go! Why you not? I was just like, blood of Jesus. I plead the blood of Jesus. Father Lord, come and protect me. Father Lord, do not let anything happen to me. In my head, I'm just praying to Jesus that he don't let me die in this man's car, because I know he sniffed the line before he picked me up. There's no way that man was normal. He could not have been normal. He goes, and I'm just like, okay, thank you, Jesus. We survived that one. Then he's going. He's still shouting at everybody in front of us, telling them they don't want to be great in life, that they can't be successful just because they wouldn't move as fast as he wanted. Now it was my turn to get yelled at. We get to the area, and I have the address, but I don't know. He goes, okay, where are you going? I was like, sir, I've never been there in my life. This is my first time. He goes, you don't know where you're going? I'm like, no, sir, because this is the first time. Like, I mean, everybody got craze, right? You got your Lagos craze, I got my Brooklyn craze, I got my Queens craze. Well, I'm from New York, let's try this, right? But I'm like, no, this is my first time. He goes, call the person that you are going to. So I said, yes, sir. Because craze past craze, right? So I'm like, yes, sir. So I'm calling, he's like, have you reached it? I'm like, bro, I'm calling them right now. Like, I'm waiting for them to pick up. I've given you the address. The address is there. You can go back and ask the security guards if you really are in a rush like that. I finally get the lady, and the lady that I was going to is a pastor, so she's gentle. She's like, oh, my darling. I said, ma'am, please, can you just direct me to your house? I'm at so-and-so place. She goes, oh, you've passed it. Still speaking gently. And I said, can you please instruct the driver? You know, the driver actually cooled down. He goes, good evening, ma. Yes, ma. Okay, so how should we go? We should go like this. We should go like that. Okay. And I was like, This ain't the same guy who was just ramming his car into somebody else's car? Oh, I bet. Okay, he's calm now. That's cool. I couldn't see that they were standing outside at first because one, I had lashes on. Two, it was kind of dark. And I was like, that's them. I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting out. Because, hey, that's them. Are you paying cash or card? I was like, it's a card ride, sir. It's a card ride. I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'll walk across the street. Usually, I have no problem exchanging a word or two. But this man could have killed me with his hands. And I was like, you know, I love my life. Yeah. So I got out the car. So those were my top 3 stories. Let me see if the honorable mention is worth mentioning. Okay, well, the honorable mention wasn't more so like the Uber driver was crazy. It was more so like everything that happened. I was with my friend Dami and Bumi, and we were with Dami's cousin, and we were leaving Nika Art Gallery. I was like, y'all, I just Googled it. We can walk to Elegushi Beach. These bum babes, so stitched. They was like, no, let's take an Uber. I was like, yo, it's 20 minutes. Okay, sure, let's take an Uber. You should have just listened to me. We were in an Uber. This man asking us where it was. I said, Elegushi, sir. We are going to Elegushi. Please don't ask again, sir. Please. It's Elegushi that we are going to. He's taking us all around the world. He went the wrong way, which I know they do this on purpose. At this point, I know they do it on purpose. Oh my gosh, that also reminds me of another time that I was with my friends Rashida and doing this past December, and the driver was acting all types of crazy, moving mad. And I was like, sir, I'm starting to suspect you that you want to kidnap us. So I would like for you to, my friend Dwayne was like, she was like, it's actually not funny. Sir, follow the map. Why are you not following the map? Yeah, they be doing that because they think like, oh, we're dumb, and they trying to run up the meter. And it's like, if you want a tip, you could really just ask me and I will probably give you a tip, but you acting stupid. Now you're not gonna tip. Anyway, back to the driver. He made the wrong turn, most likely on purpose. And the thing with the highway is like you don't have exits like that. He had to go all the way around to come back, and I was like, lady, so you know, if we had walked, right, we would have been there 15 minutes ago, right? Okay. Finally, we're getting to like the entrance point of illegal sheep, and there are men there. And these men look like area boys. They look like touts, what Americans would call thugs. And I turned to the back. I said, don't speak. I said, please don't. I was like, don't speak. So they come. Oh, yeah. Entrance is 2K. I said, for where? And then I'm like trying. I'm like, for where? He said, now the entrance fee be that. I'm like, I said, oh yeah, show me the poster. You have pamphlet wait say 2K be the entrance fee. How you go charge 2K for make we enter beach? And then it was like, what the, and so as he's talking, right, 2 other men are coming, and I can't back down at this point. I can't, because I've already made my voice hard. What's it move me, you know? So I'm still going or whatever. I hit the with the passenger seat, because I was in the passenger seat. I hit the lock off, so all doors were locked. Everybody's window was up except for the drivers, just in case you want to snatch people. He's talking about like, that's the entrance fee. I said, we are not paying 2K to enter beach. What's all that now? And then after I've already told these girls, please don't talk, please don't speak. Don't talk. British babe, Dami's cousin. She's like, sir, take me shop right, take me shop right. I'm like, hey, Modaro, Shenko. Like, why did you talk, babe? We were almost in. They was gonna let us in. We was about to be on a Lake Beach. We were almost at our destination. So he looked back at the back of the car and then saw fresh skin babes. At this point, more men had come, and I said, oh yeah. I said, forget it. We don't even want to go again. Because I was like, we gonna die. I said, oh yeah, forget it. We don't want to go again. What's all that? Oh yeah. Emma Benusa, please, can you turn the car or whatever? But really, I wanted to go to Lake Beach, and I was also scared. So yeah, those are my top 3 crazy stories in Lagos. I pray to God that I don't have any more crazy stories in Lagos, but being that the people that live in Lagos are still Lagosians and they behave the way they behave, I will most likely have more stories, unless of course I get a driver. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what your favorite horror story was of mine that I just narrated to you, or let me know, have you ever had such a crazy experience in Lagos? I would love to know. I want to know. Let's see if we can bond over our shared trauma. I remain your girl, Ibiron Kel to Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share.